YouTube. Jerron Boots Ennis's group will be tested against Karen. Um, because his last fight versus Karen, who he's fighting again, he couldn't touch him, he couldn't hurt him. Um, Karen was moving around the ring and Boots couldn't find out an answer for it. Um, he was chasing him, but he wasn't pinning him, essentially. And the dude, many people said that Boots robbed him because Boots didn't land as many punches as he could have, and I think that's complete bullshit. Because Boots landed as many punches as possible on a guy who didn't want to engage, and the guy who and Karen didn't land any punches. Um, and I think that if Boots learned how to cut that ring off, then he gonna knock Karen clean out in the early rounds. Cause Karen, I don't know how much punishment he could take. It, even if you see Villa right here, Villa he stood in the middle of the ring with Boots and traded for 10 rounds until he couldn't no more. I don't think Karen can take any punishment. I don't think he could take a lot to the body or the head. I think he gonna quit if he start getting hit that many times. But the thing is, Boots got to cut that ring off. If Boots can pin you and make you square up with him, then he gonna beat you. If Boots can cut that ring off, pin you on them ropes, and make you square up, then you're going to lose against him. Um, and I think once he cut that ring off with Karen and make him fight on the inside, it's good night Irene, murder she wrote. I think Karen gonna wake up in the hospital or wake up like, who hit me? What I got hit with? Because Jerron Ennis gonna hit him with some shit he never been hit with before. And it pissed me off when all these goofballs they was like, yeah, man, Jerron lost. Like that's the thing with black fighters. If you in a close fight, you automatically rob the other guy. A robbery only means somebody beat you easily, and then you got the decision. Think of Oshaki Foster. That's a robbery. They robbed Oshaki. He won 10 out of 12 rounds on CompuBox. People bitch and cry about Lomachenko getting robbed against Devin Haney on CompuBox is a draw. People bitching about Bevo getting robbed by Better Beef on CompuBox is a draw. People bitch about Tank robbing Pitbull on CompuBox is a draw. So I think what should happen, I've been said I want Devin Haney to rematch Lomachenko. I want Pitbull to rematch Tank Davis, and I also want Bevo and the Better Beef to run it back, which they will. So I'm tired of hearing the word robbery. When Terrence Crawford versus Madrimov, people say it's a robbery. On CompuBox, Terrence Crawford beat him. 9 times out of 10, Terrence Crawford beats him, especially on the CompuBox. When you check the punch stats, Terrence Crawford landed more punches per round, meaning he won that fight. So all these dudes gonna do that bitching, especially against black fighters. It's only a robbery when they favorite black fighter don't win. When they favorite white fighter or Hispanic fighter don't win. When the black fighters lose a close decision, they don't scream robbery. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, nobody screamed robbery. That was an obvious robbery, unless it was a draw on CompuBox, but it was either a draw or a robbery because that fight was too close to give it to Tyson. I give a fuck if he is the boxer. He shouldn't be in a close fight like that with an MMA guy. That just goes to show that he's not a pound for pound fighter. He's just big as shit. If Tyson Fury were the same size as Devin Haney, Jerron Ennis, he wouldn't be worried shit, bro. Um, and it just pisses me off when I hear them say goofy shit like robbery. Boots Ennis obviously beat Karen easily, beat the shit out of him, beat him. Like he didn't throw a punch back. If you running away from me and I'm swinging at you and you didn't get touched or you didn't get hurt, that don't mean you won the fight. It just means you didn't want to engage. So like I'm saying, I think Boots gonna knock his ass out once he pin him to them ropes and cut that ring off and make him lock horns. He gonna knock him out and show that his levels to this shit. And the thing that's most important to me that I think is going to be understood after this fight, everybody in that division going to be more scared than they already are Boots in this. Brian Norman wanted a lot of money to fight him. Realistically, everybody should want a lot of money to fight Boots. Everybody should want a lot of money to fight Boots, to fight Terrence Crawford, to fight these guys. You're supposed to get paid fighting these guys because they most likely gonna win. David Benavidez, Canelo won a lot of money, understandably so, because he know what type of time it is. He know that's a hard fight it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be David not gonna stop. One of them gonna have to go. Because David gonna punish him for all them years he didn't get a chance to fight. Just like how Boots versus Terrence Crawford, when they fight, one of them gonna have to go. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, one of them had to go. Too much pride, too much ego in that ring. Somebody gotta go. Real talk. Even Jerron versus Boots, somebody had to go. They ain't about to play that shit. Somebody gotta go. And that's why these dudes scared of Jerron, because they know once he in there, like if he understand he can't outbox you probably, Even if he can outbox you, he's not gonna try to. He gonna try to get you out of there because he understand like he fight with pride and he fight, he fight with with a chip on his shoulder like he trying to prove something. And that's just how Terrence Crawford fought. He trying to knock you out realistically. He trying to get you the fuck out of there. Real talk. He not trying to look pretty. He might put some highlights, but he trying to get you out of there. And that's why these dudes scared of him. We didn't saw Mario Barrios have tough fights versus lesser known competition. Tank Davis put Mario Barrios down. Imagine what Jerron Boots can do to Mario Barrios. Um, Brian Norman, he tough, he's strong, but I think Boots is just a little bit too much for him. I think Boots is just a bigger, better version of Brian Norman. And Stanionis, I don't think Stanionis won none of Boots' problems. Boots was good as an amateur, and in the pros he only got better because he could sit down on his punches and really try to hurt you. He got a killer instinct, like he wants to hurt you. That's what you don't understand. He got that killer instinct. Tank Davis and Bud have that, and I don't even think Boots grew up as rough as them dudes. But Boots Ennis wants to hurt you. When you watch Tank Davis fight, if you embarrass him, if you beat him, he wants to hurt you. He wants to knock you out. If Terrence Crawford losing to you, he wants to hurt you. And I think that's what separates the good fighters from the great ones. Because as good as Floyd Mayweather is, um, well, in his pretty boy era, he wanted to hurt you as well. That's what made him great. But like as good as Devin Haney, Shakur, as good as these guys are, they trying to show off. They trying to embarrass you. Like, there's a difference between embarrassing somebody. Sugar Ray wanted to embarrass you. Marvin Hagler wanted to hurt you. Devin Haney and Shakur, they want to embarrass you. Boots, Tank, Bud, they want to do both. They want to embarrass and hurt you, bro. And that's why these dudes scared of this man, bro. Because Barrios knows better than to get in the ring with Boots. It's a shame that people telling Boots that you should know they're not gonna fight you. Why y'all telling him that and not getting on the people ass for not fighting him? Why y'all not directing that energy? Hey, y'all should fight Boots acting like cowards. Instead, y'all gonna say Boots, you know they're not gonna fight you. That's bullshit. Get on just like how y'all was telling Terrence and everybody was ducking each other. Tell all these dudes they ducking Boots, otherwise they never gonna fight him. Tell Teofimo he ducking Devin Haney and everybody else, otherwise he never gonna fight him. If you don't call these dudes bluff, they ain't gonna do shit. You know. And Teofimo, I'm on his ass another day. You know, he gonna talk tough on the internet until somebody send him a contract. He gonna turn it down. Somebody smack him in his mouth. He ain't gonna do shit. But as soon as he in the comfort of his own home, he gonna say some racist shit about somebody, call him a monkey. You know how he get. He be on that racist, bigoted shit. Him and Ryan should have a racist the fight for the most racist of all time. The promo and the build up should be like a bunch of them saying a bunch of slurs to see like who gonna be the most racist boxer of all time. Because that's what they on. They just a bunch of racist bigots who can't do anything outside to be racist bigots. Um, Teofimo did beat some guys, but he done ducked even more guys. So I mean, his resume is not questionable, but his heart is questionable. So I mean, I question the heart of anybody who don't want to fight. The money's cool, but you got to fight at the end of the day. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.